Today we will start mapping of the ocean floor. Mapping of the ocean floor. Mapping of the ocean floor. Detailed research of the ocean configuration revealed that the ocean floor is not just a vast plain. Ocean floor means under the ocean water, what is the structure? So, from the surface area, it is look like the ocean floor have a vast plain surface, but when you will read in detail about the ocean floor structure, you can understood that it is full of relief. It is full of relief. Relief means they are having some mountain, they are having some plain, some small highland, the different shape of land, you can see under the ocean floor, or under the ocean water. Expedition to map the oceanic floor in the post-war period provided a detailed picture of the ocean relief and indicated the existence of submerged mountain range as well as deep trench. Mostly located closer to the continental margin, the mid-oceanic ridge were found to be most active in terms of volcanic eruption. The dating of rock from the oceanic crust revealed the fact that they are much younger than continental areas. So, from the age calculation of the oceanic structure, the bottom portion of ocean or ocean floor, we can understood that ocean floor is much younger than continental portion, and rock on either side of the crest of mid-oceanic ridge have equidistant location from the crest were found it to have a remarkable similarity both in terms of their constituent and their age. Suppose under the ocean floor, suppose this is the mid-oceanic ridge. This is the mid-oceanic ridge, this portion. Both sides of mid-oceanic ridge, that means that region and that region, these two parts, they have similarity. These two parts, they have similarity. This is the middle portion of the ocean. Suppose this is a sea beach, this is also a sea beach. So, both sides of mid-oceanic ridge, they are having a same age group and same constituent, that means same configuration. Same type of component are also found. So, from here we can understood that ocean floor also shifted. This is called sea floor spreading. Another theory also you will read in this chapter. This is sea floor spreading. So, this concept also similar with this topic. Now, one of the most important topic in this chapter, this is ocean floor configuration. This is ocean floor configuration. Ocean floor configuration means from coast toward the sea, what is the structure? What is the structure? In your book also have a picture. You can see the ocean floor configuration. There are three parts. The first one is continental shelf or continental margin. Then abyssal plane. In your book have written abyssal plane, but abyssal plane, or some part of your book you can see this is deep sea plane, deep sea plane. And number three, this is mid oceanic ridge. That means from sea coast, if you will go towards the mid ocean, first you will get this feature, continental margin, then you will get abyssal plane or deep sea plane, and after that you will get mid oceanic ridge. These are the three parts. It is very important, and this is also important long question. Explain ocean floor configuration with suitable diagram. This diagram have in your book. Now you will see in your book picture. In this section we shall note a few things related with the ocean floor configuration that help us in understanding of the distribution of continent and ocean. You will be studying the detailed ocean floor relief in chapter 13. Chapter 13 also have, but I don't know this chapter have or not in your syllabus this year, chapter 13. If this chapter have, we will discuss it again. Otherwise, you have to understood it now. So, ocean floor may be segmented into three major divisions based on the depth as well as form of relief. Based on the depth and form of relief. So, these three categories or three parts are the first one, continental margin, deep sea basin, which is called abyssal plane also, deep sea basin, and mid oceanic ridge. These are the three parts which is most important for the ocean floor configuration. From the ocean floor configuration. Suppose according to the slope, if you will see from the coast, this is the continental margin, this is deep sea plain, this is mid oceanic ridge. This is mid oceanic ridge. If you will draw a full picture, if you will see the full picture, look like that. This is continental margin, both side. Both side, this is continental margin. Continental margin. It is a full picture, both side. Margin. Then this is deep sea plain. And this is mid oceanic ridge. Now you can also asking me a question, you said why continental margin there have two part, deep sea ocean also two part and mid oceanic ridge one part. Why? Because suppose you know they are having this side one continent, suppose South America, this is Africa. So in between Africa and South America, Atlantic Ocean you know, suppose this is example, Atlantic Ocean you know. So Atlantic Ocean they are having coastline in African portion and this is the South American portion. From both sides, if you will go towards the ocean, you can see this is the structure. In your book have this picture, this is one side only. So, continental margin, deep sea plain or deep sea basin and mid-oceanic ridge. So, according to the location you can understood this 3 part, or I will repeat it again. Is it clear to all? Yeah, according to the depth, what is the structure? Yes or no? Please reply me. This total picture is underwater, under the ocean water. First one continental margin, deep sea plain, then mid-oceanic ridge. It is the underwater configuration, ocean floor. And in your book, have this picture only one side, like that way. This is continental margin. This is deep sea plain. This is oceanic ridge, mid-oceanic ridge. These are the 3 parts. Now, the first one is continental margin. What is this? Each and every page, you know, they are having a margin. Each and every page, they are also having a margin, which is the last boundary. So, in the ocean floor, where the continental portion end and ocean also started, this is the continental margin. The end part of continent and the beginning of ocean, this is the region continental margin. So, this form a transition between continental shore and deep sea plain. Continental shore means the last part of the continent, and deep sea plain. In between these 2 regions, this is the continental margin. And continental margin, they are also further classified some part. These are include continental shelf, continental slope, continental raise and deep oceanic trench. Deep oceanic trench. So, continental slope and continental shelf, you can see they are having a slope. Up to this is continental shelf and this is continental slope. This is continental shelf, in between the continental margin, this is continental shelf, this is continental slope, and this is also underwater. First of all, you have to clear this. All these structure we will discuss all underwater. Now, of this, the deep oceanic trenches are the areas which are considerable interest in so far as distribution of ocean and continent is concerned. So, these are the subpart, only you have to concentrate on this topic only, that continental margin is the first part of ocean floor which is touched with the continent, and this is the last boundary of the continent. And continental margin are also included continental shelf, continental slope and deep sea trench. Now, abyssal plain after continental margin, this is a transition zone between continental margin and mid-oceanic ridge. Mid-oceanic ridge and continental margin linked with deep sea plain. Continental margin and mid-oceanic ridge both are linked by deep sea plain. Understood? Both are linked by deep sea plain. So, these extensive plain that lie between the continental margin and mid-oceanic ridge, The abyssal plain are the areas where the continental sediments that move beyond the margin get deposited. Understood this? So, these are extensive plains that lie between the continental margin and mid-oceanic ridge. The abyssal plain are the areas. So, the abyssal plain are the areas where continental sediment that move beyond the margin get deposited. Those sediment carried by river, this eroded material deposited in continental, beyond continental margin in deep sea basin. That is why these region are getting flat. That is why these region are getting flat. So, these are the continental margin and deep sea plain. And the last topic, this is mid-oceanic ridge. Mid-oceanic ridge, this is the middle part of the ocean, and this is higher than their surrounding area. These form our interconnecting chain of mountain system within the ocean. In this mid-oceanic ridge, there have some mountain like that in mid-oceanic ridge. Chain of mountain. They are having chain of mountain, and it is the longest mountain chain on the surface of the earth, though submerged under the oceanic water. It is characterized by a central rift system at the crest, a fractionated plateau and flank zone along its length. The rift system at the crest is this zone, the intense volcanic activity. So, maximum mid-oceanic ridge all over the world, it is also found that volcanic eruption also occurred in that particular region. So, volcanic eruption also occurred in mid-oceanic ridge, because this is a transition zone. This is a transition zone. From the mantle layer, magma erupted silently and it is spread in mid-oceanic ridge. And also you have been introduced the type of volcanoes at the mid-oceanic volcano. Last chapter you have read what is mid-oceanic volcano. Just one time you will open page number 27. Page number 27, there are different type of volcanoes, and the last topic, this is mid-oceanic ridge volcano. So, on that time I have told that mid-oceanic ridge is the central part of the ocean, and in that mid-oceanic ridge some volcanic eruption also occurred. This volcano occurred in the oceanic areas. There is a system of mid-oceanic ridge more than 70,000 km long, the stretch through all the ocean basin. The central portion of this ridge experienced frequent eruption. We shall be discussing detail in the next chapter. So, obviously, this mid-oceanic ridge is the most important part in the ocean floor configuration, and automatically you can understood this is far away from the coast. Suppose if you will go to Puri or Digha in sea beach, you can understood that from sea beach toward the ocean they are having a slope, and from the sea beach up to the mid-oceanic ridge, this is a huge length. This is a huge length. This is sea beach. And from here up to mid-oceanic ridge, this is far away, and this is the middle part of the ocean. So, this is the total ocean floor configuration. Now, you will tell me if having any query. Today, you will read up to this topic only. Next day, we will start distribution of ocean and volcano. Now, you having any query or doubt, you can ask me first. Clear, rest of the student, Mitadru, Somita, Oisani, those Sija, please tell me if having any queries, no problem. Oh, very good.